Good morning. Welcome to part 3 of my video. Where we last left off, I was just starting a trade post in Gotland with the intention of stealing the trade post from our Republic enemy, the Gouldsmeld. Off camera, one of the things I did take a quick look at is just kind of a survey of the world. I think it's a good idea to look at every 5 years or so, just kind of watch what's happening. Over in Leon, looks like this gentleman has inherited from his brother, Kingdom of Galicia. Actually, no, my mistake. He's got a strong claim on it. This person's the one that actually inherited it. That's pretty typical. Usually these brothers will kill each other, which is silly because then they get dominated by the Muslims. You've got your typical Duchess of Tuscany, who is throwing her fit like usual. Fatimids are invading nearby people in their holy wars, and the Hungarian implosion, which seems to happen in every single game. One of the things I want to do is, we've already done 2 trade posts, so I want to make sure that we actually go on the war front and take over some cities from these pagans before they get consumed by Sweden, Denmark, or Norway. One last thing I noticed as well is that this war, the invasion of King Harald, is actually going in his favor. If we look at his war score, he is at 3% in favor. Most of the games I've played recently, he's won, which turns the game, it's kind of interesting. Norway ends up getting England, part of France, and becomes very powerful. Should actually be good for us. He's the next person after Denmark that we will curry favor with. Alright, let's continue. I did get a comment about the sound, so I did lower the volume of the music. Yeah, I can hardly hear it, so if it's too loud, please let me know, but I can also disable it or play something different. Definitely the plan is to save some money up. Duchy of Schmalland. That is our duchy. Now, one thing that I could do here is I could educate him myself, which is probably the best thing, because I can control the outcome of the events that he gets. But I could also give him to somebody else and get a reputation or an opinion boost. When you have excess children, that's the easiest way to improve your relations with certain people. But I think for the primary son, definitely want to arrange to educate him myself. Okay, my son is wanting to become honest. I think I'm going to take... I'm still young enough, and he's got time, and he's probably not going to be the next character I play, that I'm going to take the diplomacy myself. Thank you. Sorry, young man, but these things just are more important. My diplomacy ends up increasing the size of your realm. Just make sure we do have the right ambition selected. Definitely want to improve stewardship, not become steward. I have a niece. Now, as soon as the trade post here is completed in... Ooh. My liege, I write to you with some bad news. Efforts to squeeze taxes has met with resistance. This happens when you have your steward trying to collect taxes. Unfortunately, he can occasionally increase the tax, the revolt risk, instead of collecting a tithe. But it's not a big deal. Revolt risk is only 5%. Although we do have just the one county. Temporarily suppress revolts. Just can't really afford to hire mercenaries just to deal with a revolt in our single county. As I was saying, so as soon as this trade post is complete in Gotland, we will be able to plot to steal the trade post from the goldsmiths. We have very poor intrigue, yet it's not too hard to steal from your Republic ally, or people within the Republic. And I think the reason for that is that there's a lot of people in the court that would be willing to side with you because it's, you know, it's like five patricians, and chances are pretty good that the 3 you're not plotting against will want to help you. Okay, our trade post is complete. So now we can see the trade value goes up, which increases the benefits that we get. We want to keep this the largest possible. Now getting 37 gold per year from just this trade zone here, 1 trade zone, 3 holdings within it. And if we look at the plots, we can now plot to seize from Schmaland. He only has 6 intrigue as well, so it's a pretty good chance that we will be able to take it. And do some rapid invites. That's 40%. Yeah, see, this is what I was looking for. Get 13 from him, 12 from him. This is a... Here, so this guy, Baron of Straben, is from House Straben. He'll help us. Fully willing to help us, not realizing that I'm going to do it to him next. Now, there is a limiting factor with plotting like this. You can only steal from one family one time in your ruler's lifetime. Or maybe not in his lifetime, but in any short period of time, you can only do it once. Conveniently, since he's also in your court, it's very easy to kill him. So generally what you do is you steal his stuff and then you kill him. And you steal stuff from his child or his heir. Now there's 3 levels to this plot. In order to initiate it, you have to have at least 75% plot power. If you do that, it costs you 200 gold. You have to bribe the trade post. If you get up to 100% plot power, then there's no bribe, but there's still a chance that the enemy family could bribe it back, and you get into a bidding war where you have to pay 200 gold, they have to pay 200 gold, you have to pay 300 gold. We don't want to do that. I'm going to try to get up to 150% plot power so we can just outright steal it and there's nothing they can do about it. Now we ran out of people to bring in. So let's see if we can find anybody that's within bribe range. This person is just a lord. We can likely get him for not much. Yeah, he's not happy with his liege. Before I spend money on that, I want to see if there's somebody that'd be a little bit better. 7%. It's not going to be enough. We need at least 20. One thing I've always found kind of irritating is that they, instead of just giving you like a number here, everything about this game is about numbers, and yet when you're looking at opinions, it's this little plus mark and a couple minus marks. Very easy to mismatch the ratio here. What you're looking for is, he's got a base reluctance of 2 negatives. So this person has 4 negatives, 2 positives, and net negative 2. To me, it'd make a lot more sense to just have a number, but... So you got to overcome the base reluctance. Yeah, she'd be very easy to get on our side. In fact, I've probably already invited her. My marshal. Well, 1 bribe's probably not going to be enough. And why are you pagan? Oh, I can see. Okay, this will be easy. First we'll make you that guy. We'll get your opinion above 25, and then we can bribe, we can demand a conversion, which means you're going to not think that I'm pagan. You're not going to think I'm an infidel anymore. Yes. You will help me tremendously. You will submit to my conversion request. Now you like me 62, and now I should be able to invite you. Once you join, we now have 167% plot power. And when we act on this, commence the takeover, I've never seen anything actually stop me. I mean, naturally the patrician we just stole from, the Goldsmelts, does not like us because we did that to them, but I don't really care. And we've stolen a trade post. So we could spend 200 gold on every one, or we could just steal them from the people within our republic. I like that plan. Next up, let's see, another Goldsmelt. So now we can go to Skane, because it's next to us. This is technically not connected, but it is considered next to Småland. The reason we can't choose that as a target is because we just stole from the Goldsmelts. So before we could do that, we would need to kill him, which we'll try. This person has an intrigue of 0. He is my steward, which is unfortunate. I'd hate to piss off my steward, but actually this guy would do better anyway. So now I'd be glad to steal from you. Because he has no intrigue, it's very easy to plot against him. I believe we only need one supporter. The plot power will be significantly high, so there we go. 2 trade posts in a matter of days. Plotting does feel a little bit imbalanced just because, 2 more block packers. Uh-oh, these people like him. Let's see what we can do about that. In fact, there's no cooldown on canceling plots anymore, so let's try this. If they like that guy, which was the Gildehusen family. I know he has no intrigue. Let's just see if we can kill him. And hopefully his heir. Yeah, this will work out just fine. We'll kill him first. His heir has higher intrigue, but will hopefully be less liked. He'll have the short reign penalty. People won't like him as much. Illness. Captured him. Now with this, I know you only need one person. And because we have such high plot power, she instantly gets an ability to kill, so let's see if it works. Success. Alright, so we got him, but we were discovered, so these people are not going to like us as much. Pretty much the family. Not worried about it. We're going to exterminate the entire family and create a new one. Have a new one pop up. So his respect level goes down tremendously. Let's see if we can plot to steal his post. Now we have less plot power because this person has a little bit higher base intrigue, but yeah, people don't like him as much as the previous person. See where we end up. Okay. $150%. And let's take over that post. Excellent. And now we're blocked. We need to do some killing. See if we can make our son brave. And I think I'm going to make this one a little bit shorter. Just wanted to do a little bit of plotting and steal some land. Next up, in the next video, we will begin a war and continue the domination of this area. Thanks for watching. See you next time.